FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
So all of us in this room respond to something with large eyes and a big forehead because we've all got the same predisposition, and whether it's Mickey Mouse or E.T. or my grandchild, we all think they're cute. And the women smile more than the men because they're more strongly predisposed to do this. It's a very, very flexible behavior. We'll identify lots of different shapes with it, but it's a very profound behavior because it makes us love children, and that's how we survive. But we are different as the sexes. This was an interesting study done some years ago. They gave little boy rhesus monkeys trucks, and little girl rhesus, well, they gave them trucks and dolls, and they let them pick what they wanted. The little boys picked up the trucks and they banged them on the floor. Little girls picked up the dolls and looked to see if they'd got genitals. Little boys and girls, and grown-up boys and girls, are very different. Some animal. Who's seen the March of the Penguins? It's a wonderful thing, isn't it? They're monogamous and they're very nice animals. We come from a promiscuous or polygamous species, and we're dimorphic. Males are bigger than females because they're going to compete with each other, and sometimes we exaggerate that in our cultures. Also, men take risks. There may be a female matador because there's an overlapping curve of behavior, but basically this is something that dumb men do. And as a doctor, if you look at somebody breaks their long bones, their humerus or their femur, men do this more than women. So you might say, well, that's a cultural thing because parents don't give their daughters mountain bicycles. But if you look at chimpanzees, boy chimpanzees fall out of trees much more than girl chimpanzees. And I think this risk-taking is an inherited behavior, and it goes with our patterns of violence. And it's very relevant at the present moment. A couple of weeks ago, I was at the University of Nevada with the person who did this study, Brian Campbell, and it's actually been shown that on Wall Street, men that have got a higher testosterone level, which goes with risk-taking, actually, in certain circumstances, make more money because this quick trading, in a few seconds, they're deciding on millions of dollars. But they also take more risks, and a lot of our current economic catastrophe probably goes back to men, and women make more conservative long-term investments, which is really what we need. So another example of how we're predisposed to do this, Vicente Fox is 6 inches taller than the late President Bush. That is not 6 inches. That is because Bush, this is perfectly true, is standing on a box. And he takes this around with him, but his box doesn't make him taller than Fox, because if he did, that would be ridiculous, and Fox would get a box. But, you know, if you think about it, there's nothing in human behavior that makes a tall person a better person or a cleverer person or a better leader than a small person. But every president of the United States, except for 2, has been taller than average. We are predisposed to look at tall people as somehow or other powerful and leaders that we should follow.